A licensed corporation is required to submit a financial return form as required by SFC under Section 56 of the Securities and Futures Financial Resources Rules. A review of the financial return enables the SFC to supervise the licensed corporation's prudential risks. The form collects additional data to enable the SFC to identify risks, take supervisory action, and protect investors. Here, we're going to explain some terminology used in financial resources rules and financial returns. So what are liquid assets and ranking liabilities? A licensed corporation's liquid assets are the amount of assets that is included in the calculation of its liquid capital, and the value is calculated in accordance with FRR. Ranking liabilities are the sum of the liabilities on its balance sheet and the adjustments to cater for factors such as market risks and contingency. What is liquid capital and required liquid capital? Liquid capital is a financial resource that a licensed corporation is required to maintain under the rules. It is the amount by which liquid assets exceeds its ranking liabilities and includes cash balances, bank deposits, and money market investments. To comply with the financial resources requirement under the rules, a licensed corporation must have the required liquid capital, which is the minimum amount of liquid capital needed. A licensed corporation's required liquid capital is determined by reference to a fixed amount applicable to the type of regulated activities for which it is licensed, and to a variable parameter called variable required liquid capital, the calculation of which is defined in Section 2 of the FRR rules. Liquid assets less ranking liabilities must equal or exceed the required liquid capital to ensure sufficient cash is readily available to pay off all liabilities and the firm can recover its losses in the case of default. And what is a haircut amount? A haircut amount is an amount calculated as a certain percentage of the market value of securities or other investments. It is used to calculate a risk adjustment to cater for market risk of house positions or collateral for the purposes of liquid capital computations. There are several notification requirements which licensed corporations must consider. For example, a licensed corporation shall notify the SFC in writing as soon as reasonably practicable and in any event within 1 business day of becoming aware of the matters according to the FRR rules. For example, if the liquid capital falls below 120% of the required liquid capital, it will trigger the notification requirement. Another example is that if liquid capital falls below 50% of the last reported liquid capital, it will also trigger the notification requirement. Licensed corporations must also report in writing if information contained in any of the previous returns submitted to the SFC has become false or misleading. Licensed corporations should submit FRR return on or before 21 calendar days of the monthly period end for the monthly filing requirement. Some licensed corporations should submit FRR return for biannual filing requirement for specified licensing conditions of not holding clients' assets.